You join me back for part 2 of the Quantoc Post Driver. Now, if you watched part 1, I purchased this for 1,350 quid, and we are going to make some adaptations, mainly to make it safer, but also easier to use. And it's got this old spool block here, up here, which works 2 of the movements. We're also going to put in a hydraulic top link and control it so that the banger bit isn't controlled in the tractor, it's actually controlled outside. So the person operating it can be in full control rather than relying on someone in their cab or in the tractor cab gonna literally squat their hand. So we thought that'd be a good thing to do. We got a spool block, and I know you got a few questions about that, so I'll answer them in a minute. But today I'm going to get the brackets and everything all sorted and start plumbing everything in and working out what we need pipe-wise and possibly get the pipes things. But we'll see how we get on, see how far we get, and hopefully soon this will be operational so we can drive in some posts. So to address some of the hydraulic spool block questions that people have asked us, I thought I'd just run you through how all that works. Now, we might not be right, but this is our thinking of how this can work. Now, I know there is the exact right spool block I could get for this, but that's about 600 quid. This one was 200. I can't justify 600 quid, so we're going to try and hopefully make this work to our advantage. Now, it'd be great to be able to just buy everything that will work perfectly and get exactly the right stuff, but my calculations, if we got the right one, then that would cost more money, which is fine, but it could have plumbed in a lot easier. Or we could get this one and make it a lot cheaper. Or the other option was to have a separate spool block and more pipes. But then I don't know if anyone's bought any new hydraulic pipes lately or had them made up. They are not cheap, and I don't have a swaging machine where you make the pipes up yourself. I wish I did, but I don't. So let's just explain how this is, how we're planning on working it, and hopefully in my head it'll work. It's probably going to end up costing me more money than I planned, but hopefully this works. So let me know in the comments if you know more than I do, which you probably do, but let's have a look. So this is a 4-valve spool block, which is sort of generally quite a basic, simple one, and it is designed for double-acting rams. So if you've got a ram with 2 pipes on it, one pipe plugs in there and the other one plugs in there, and that happens all the way along. And then you've got your control one way and the other way. Now, that's going to work fine on our post banger because we've got 3 double-acting rams. We're going to have, let's say, the top link on there, the tilt on there, and the swing around on there. And then this one we want to be able to make use for the post banger up and down. Now, I know I said probably differently in the video the other day where they're going, because I haven't actually decided where exactly I wanted them. I know a few people said, oh, you want to put one here, one there, which is fine. I just sort of pointing out in the other video where they might be. Now, here, T is tank, so that's your return end. So as far as I am aware, you can put your return in there, there, or there. So you can move these blanks around to be able to where you want to control that to. And then on this end is your P end, which is pressure. So that's your pressure coming in. And again, you can control that whether it goes into that one or whether it goes into that one there. Now, you can also have it so you can turn that upside down, and you can spin these around. You can change them around for a different orientation if you wanted, so you can have that upside down, so then all your pipes are down, out the way, out the bottom. Now, personally, I prefer them at the top if we can make it that way, just because I know it's a little bit more awkward on the thing and it doesn't look quite so tidy, but if you have a pipe that you need to replace, everything's really accessible on the top. Now, like I said, they're double acting, those 3 up through there, perfect. Let's say this one is the post banger going up and down for the weight. Now that is only a single acting ram. Now, we said yesterday that we could plug one into there and then blank that one off. Now, we had a chat afterwards and thinking, actually, no, that's probably not going to work. And I know a couple of people put it in the comments that that won't work, because when you push your lever the other way, that's going to pressurize against here and not allow enough pressure back on the ram to be able to make the post knock up and down. So my plan, and with Mike's assistance, he is in agreement that on this one we'll run a pipe out. So that pipe there will go to the ram itself, or that one. The other one will then be piped off to the return. So rather than it forcing itself against a blank plate, it's going to be pumping itself right back into the return system again. So we could just join that into there, or that into there, or that into there, or tee off on the pipe. So the return pipe stays here, tee that off up onto there. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but that's our plan. And that's the most cost-effective way I can think about doing this, and to make it work with this spool block. And hopefully it works. Anyway, let me know in the comments for some of you hydraulic people out there who know more about this than I do. But in my head, that works, and I'll probably be proven wrong, but we'll find out. That's what I'm going to go with, and it'll probably cost me more money than I expected. But there we go. Let's go for it. Let's do it. Right, so I now need to work out how my controls are going to sit here. So now I've got this bit of box which came off a old ride-on lawnmower pallet. Now that fits into there like a glove. I've got some other ones as well, so I can build that up here now and then make a platform here for that to sit on. So I think 3, 2, 1, and there we go. There is our pad for the spool block to sit onto. Now you'll see I've made it so that it's slightly on the angle so water doesn't sit on top of the block. And there's a little stay in under there to stop it from, I'll give it a little bit more support. And when we want to, I can take it out of there. I've just got to drill a hole in the bottom of it to be able to put the bolt in through there. So now I think it's time to bolt on the spool block and then start playing with some pipes. So it's been a week or two since I was on the banger because we've been haymaking and stuff. Anyway, as you can see behind me, there is a spider's web of pipes, and I'll show you what I've done. But everything's all mounted now and connected together. We haven't tested anything yet, so let me show you what I've done, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, we can actually test our banger. So first of all, you'll see we've got a beautiful hydraulic top link in there, which I've got from Cramp. Now, if you haven't used Cramp before, check out their website because they are just brilliant, and they've supplied me a load of hydraulic fittings. Now, the whole pipe situation, which looks a complete mess, I know, and stupidly long, are all pipes that I've already got just to be able to test it to see if this system works and how we're doing it. And then if we're happy and where it is all located, I'll then obviously get all pipes short and tidied up and a bit of cable management, as it were. So we've got 2 pipes coming in. We've got flow and return, 2 pipes coming in. So that pipe comes up into here, into the spool block, which is there. So that is in, so that's P for pressure, as I said earlier in the video. So that goes in and then pressurizes everything inside the block. Now, until you press the levers, nothing works because that's how you open the valve inside the block to be able to send oil up through a pipe into a ram. Now, we've sort of swapped a few pipes around here. So some of the pipes that were, the 2 pipes that were joined onto that ram are now onto the top link because they were longer and they fitted. And I've got different size pipes everywhere, here, there and everywhere, just to try and make things work. Now, I'm not sure if the size of the pipe will make a difference for flow on these small rams or whether it'll make them too aggressive, but that's yet to see. So yeah, we've got 2 pipes here. So those 2 pipes there go to this ram here. The next 2 pipes go to the top link. And then the next 2 pipes go to the swing around ram down there. And then these 2 pipes are the interesting ones. So the one with red tape on is the original one that runs the ram for the bumper. And as we said in the previous video, we were going to block one off. But as I said earlier, I think we don't think that will work because it was just putting pressure against that block. So what we've done is got a return pipe coming out of here, down through here, and then joining into this contraption. So now this is your main return coming out of the block, and we have teed in the return from that spool in down here. So that pipe goes all the way around here into that block, and then the main return goes back through and down through that one. Now, if I still haven't got quite enough return, what I can do to create a little less restriction is join the return into that line and then this return into the T, so that because all the other rams don't need quick return, whereas that does. So that's going to be the interesting thing to see if it works. I think, you know, theoretically, everything should work. It just looks untidy and everything. So we'll tidy up these pipes, get it hitched up, and then just check slowly just to see if all the rams work in bits and pieces. And then if we're happy, we'll go and try and drive in a post. Right, so I got my main man up there who's just working the small valve for me. And we've got the flow and return plugged into the tractor, so that's the flow, that's the return into the main return valve on the tractor rather than being in the bottom spool. Again, I think that's right. Comes through to the block. Now, I already know the top link works because we had to just extend it to be able to get it to hitch up to the tractor. And now it's all hitched up to the tractor. All right, Maxie, engage it. So now if I lift it up on the linkage, I think there's air in it, mate, I think. But you could be right. We'll try it. Hang on. Suck it back in. There we go. We're pulling it up now. Hang on. Bigger, wider screen. There we go. Now, we are up, we're off the ground, look, ready? We got a banger, Maxi. Well, we got one spool working, and then this one. Aha, that's that one there, that's that ram, that's working. Ready? There we go, but it's still got its safety bit in there at the moment, so. Right, and then this one. I'm not doing the bumper yet, hang on. And then this should be this one down here, which again is in its safety position. No, that's that one, that's this one then. There we go. That one's working as well. Right, let's see if the bumper's working. Oh yeah, good lad. Max remembered the back window. I can see me forgetting that at some point. Everyone in the comments has put, don't forget your back window. Right, let's see if the bumper lifts up. Right, there she is. She lifts up, that's good news. Does it drop? It works! Whoa, yes, everyone. Well, there's a few doubters in our last comments from our last video, but it works. Right, so I've taken the safety bars off, so now I'm just going to see if I've got full movement and everything in it. So, right, so this one is, that's that one. Woo! This one should be swing around. So I can go all the way around the outside. That's not low, I think out of luck I've got all the levers the right way, so that the way you push the lever is the way you want it to go. Well happened.
Yeah.
So I am proper smitten that all that works. I'm very, very happy that that works. Now, I know the pipes are a complete mess. There's loads of things I want to do and change on it, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with those in a second.
Looks like Spaghetti Junction.
Spaghetti Junction?
Yeah.
It does a bit, doesn't it, dude? Right, let's show everyone what we're going to do, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, so once we've actually tested this on stakes and posts and make sure it all works properly, Max and I are just going to check for some leaks in a minute. But on these, we're going to put some 90-degree angles on them, Max, aren't we? Mm-hmm. So we can undo all these. So Max and I put all these on this morning. Just, again, as I said before, just to test it to make sure it works. I know it looks a complete blooming mess at the moment, and those pipes are long enough to go to London and back. But what we're going to do is put some right angles on here so it all tidy, everything ties in. Any pipes that are too long, make them shorter, or rejig some pipes, because to be fair, that pipe up there for the main banging ram,
Can just go from here
yeah,
to there.
exactly. Whereas at the moment it comes all the way,
down.
exactly, it goes all the way down round to there at the moment, because obviously it used to plug in the back of the tractor, didn't it? So no, Max, we've done right. So anyone looking to convert their post banger, you can do it with a simple spool block just by changing your return valve onto here into your return pipe, rather than blocking it off. So you don't need an expensive spool block. Well, I say that because we're still yet to test it on some stakes, which we'll do in the next weekend.
Yeah.
We are going post banger next weekend, so we get all the fencing video coming, get all the stakes and everything lined out, get it all ready for banging, get our straining posts in, and get our line wire up, and bang the stakes in, put the struts in, and bang out some wire. Now, I used to do a bit of it years ago, so hopefully we know what we're doing, Max, don't we?
Yep.
So some nice new Milwaukee tools we're going to be using as well, aren't we, Max?
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
Like staplers, drills.
And wire cutters, yeah, fencing pliers, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, we'll be using that. Thank you very much. Pop in your comments what you think of my, should we say,
bowl of biscotti.
Bowl of biscotti, exactly. And we'll see you next time. Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.